What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about Virtue Financial, aka the liquidity fairy. Now, what do we mean when we call them the liquidity fairy? Because I had seen one video today and I commented, they were wanting to know, where did they get 6 million more counterfeit shares of AMC? In the middle of the night, the liquidity fairy came in and sprinkled dust in their company. And when they got there, all of a sudden there were 6 million more AMC shares. Okay? But the fact of the matter is, the liquidity fairy is explained by Doug Sifu when he says, so if we get an order for 1,000 shares and there's only 200 shares on NASDAQ, 200 shares to what? Buy. All right, we fill out 1,000 shares at the inside price. That's meaningful liquidity. 55% of orders we receive, 55% of the orders Virtue receives, we provide size improvement, they say. Now, what is size improvement? Size improvement means you have a certain amount of shares outstanding in a company. In our case, it's 270 million shares. Well, if there's no shares to buy, then they're going to provide liquidity in the market. And even if there's no shares to buy, they're going to provide liquidity and give us size improvement. They're going to increase the size of a company's float, even if there's no shares to buy. How in the hell can they continue to do this? And look at the condition they put us in, people. Now, I was watching one video earlier today, and I got to do the research and read and find out more about it. But they said when they passed the SHO rule, the short selling rule, that they grandfathered in all the FTDs. What does that mean? That means they just erased them. All right, and then we do a 10-to-1 reverse stock split and allow them to remove another 90% of the shit that they've sold short, and they're still in a bind? People, do you know what that means? That's how bad the situation has become. Now, I've done my part. I wrote the brief. Here it is. I read it to y'all last night on everything. But now I'm through with it. I'm through with it. I've reached out to a couple of people and I've asked them, would they take the argument that I put together and put it together in the proper format that the court will accept when it gets there. Because if it's not right, the court will just kick it out. It don't make a damn what the argument is, okay? But I do not claim to be the genius in civil law. I am a master at writing arguments, and I covered every single argument that Citadel or any of these other market makers have and defeat them in this brief. But unless somebody can stand up and put this motherfucker in the right format that it needs to be, and then as a community, since it's not for me, it's for all of us, then look down in the description below and you'll find a link to my PayPal. You can donate to the channel. I cannot say that it's going to be for legal work. I could be in trouble for that. You can donate to the channel and you can just trust that I'm going to do the right thing with it, because I don't want your money. As a matter of fact, since everybody's curious about how much money CSI has, there you go, right there. $45.98 to my name. And I don't ask a motherfucker for a penny for me, all right? This is for us. And where's the paralegal that said that she would step in and help with this, all right? Because I haven't heard from her. I've also sent an email to the person that's contacting the lawyer, and I just got an email back from him. They're saying that they have recommended a lawyer that's in Atlanta, and I'm waiting back to hear from that situation where we might could get a lawyer for this thing. But people, it costs money. It costs money. If you want to fight these people, you got to do what you got to do. All right, $1, $3, $5, $100, $1,000. I don't give a fuck. I just know one thing, that when I get ready to file this into court for us, all right, it's going to cost about $200. All right, I made a mistake, and here's right here, from not knowing how to fight this kind of shit. I got a letter from the Livingston courthouse right here where I live, all right, where I owe them $42. And I had to call them up and ask them, how the fuck do I owe you $42? I paid y'all while I was there. And they said, well, we had to serve the defendants in the case, and it cost $104, and I put in 62 at the time, so I still owe 42. So I got to deal with that. All right, and what I just show you, I had just enough to cover it. And people, I don't know what else to tell you. If y'all aren't going to be willing to get involved and help, and I'm not talking about the ones who are commenting positive things, I'm talking about these assholes that are going, I thought you said you sold all your AMC shares. Even if I did, people, I took the time to write this for you. So what's up? People can say some of the stupidest things, all right, when that person should be the first person that appreciates me for the efforts that I've taken for this community, all right? You do it for views. I don't do it for views. If I did it for views, it's not even worth talking about no more. But if you want the liquidity fairy to keep coming by and doing size improvement, don't get involved. Don't provide your help in any means that you can. You ain't gonna tell me there's not a paralegal a part of this community that we can send this brief to, and get it put in the right format so we can get this son of a bitch filed into court and get the CAT system implemented. Because if you don't think that Citadel and Virtue and the rest of them are doing everything they can to stop the CAT system, you're crazy. You're crazy. They just gonna lay down and say, okay, let the motherfucker run up to 100, which I just seen a Thomas James video talking about. Really? We're still making videos talking about this bitch is gonna run to $100 when we got liquidity fairies out there that are providing size improvement? Get the fuck out of here. But that's where we're at on that issue, all right? So, love y'all. Be blessed. We got to stop the liquidity fairies, people, and I'll see you in the next video.